And we are live. Welcome to the show, everyone. We have a couple of new guests on the show tonight, and we're going to do like we always do. Everybody, make sure you hit the thumbs up, make sure you sub to each other, and we're going to let all the channels introduce themselves, and we are going to let them talk a little bit about their channel. So we are going to start off first with Mega Jetty.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jetty One, and you can bet on that.
And No Way.
Yeah, hi, my name is Noe Nefovic, and thank you for having me. You are doing great, Bonnie. Thank you very much. I'm Noe Nefovic, and I do Star Wars documentaries and a little bit history of Star Wars and a lot of fun stuff about movies. And I'm planning on doing a real-life force training series based on my work, 35 years work with Chi training at a Shaolin monastery. So
Nice.
would be nice if you come in to my channel. Thank you very much.
Steph.
Hey, it's Steph from the Stephanie Janicek Smugglers Cantina. You know my riff. You know my thing. Come subscribe if you haven't. And I went on a rant today, and I put up 2 more videos that I haven't uploaded. And one I don't think I'm going to, but it was basically a rant about SJWs discovering John Wayne was an alpha male.
Oh, Lord. Jay.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Jay Cotto, the Boxing Jedi from the Boxing and Jedi Temple. Just want to tell you guys to sit back, enjoy the little show we got for you. We're gonna have some fun, guys.
Star Wars Dad John.
Hey everyone, it's me. It's John, the Star Wars Dad. If you don't know me, you will know me. We got a great show lined up for you today, and we got a lot of information to pass on. And if you're interested tonight, guys, my live stream will be on 9 o'clock Central. We will be talking about, will Disney have the balls to actually make a Rose Tico show?
Oh, Lord. Okay, so guys, like I said, my channel, just make sure you hit the thumbs up, sub to each other, share this if you want to. One quick thing before we get started. Some of you might have noticed, some of you may not have. Ron put another video up, this time hitting me and Jay. Do not go over there and feed into him. Just let him be, because we are going to just try to ignore him from this point on. Maybe he'll go away. Hopefully. I don't know. Jay put up a video to kind of just put him in his place. So if y'all want to have a good laugh, go check that out. But other than that, we're just going to kind of let it die from here. If he just keeps going, just let him keep going and just ignore it. Okay, please.
Yeah.
That it'll die down from this point, because Jay pretty much put everything out there and put it all out on the line to show what he had and what he could use if he needs to. So we're going to try to let this die down from here out. I'm pretty sure there's a chance Raw Navy will come out with a couple more videos, but just ignore them. Please just ignore them. I just want this to die. And I think the best way to make it die is to just act like he's not there. The videos are not there. Yes, Donald, Raw Navy. Just pretend the videos aren't there and pretend like you're not seeing him put stuff up, because I think that's the only way this is going to stop. If he wants to keep going, let him keep going, but just don't say anything to him. Don't defend me. Don't defend Jay. Just let it die from here, because that's what I want it to do.
All I really like to say is that he had no right to, put your information out on there. So, who the hell do you think he is?
I know, and I understand you guys want to defend me, and the more he keeps running his mouth, the more you want to do it. But the biggest thing that I have noticed with his videos, when he goes over there to defend me, he takes their comments down and just leaves up comments that make him look good. So it's not doing anybody any good to say anything to him, because he's taking it away. So just ignore him. Just let it be and walk away. For me, please, that is what I'm asking. I have done nothing but try to build this community up, to make it a positive thing. The best thing to deal with negativity like that is to just let it go. We've said our piece. We're just going to let it be now. Please.
The power of positivity.
Exactly. For me. If you want to rant to me about it, I'm cool with that. Or Jay or anybody else in the community here, that's fine. You can say whatever we want here about how we feel. But just let's not take it over to his page, because he'll just keep using it to feed his fire to keep coming back at us, and it's not going to stop it.
Yeah.
So
he won't. You know, it's the best way to deal with people like that is just to say, hey, you know what? I'm done. I told you what I thought. We've got what we need.
Yep.
And you
And
need
that's
to
what
chill.
I did. That's what I did after the second video. I went and spoke my piece, which he took down, which is fine. I don't care because there is a copy of it and it can be put out there exactly word for word what I said. And I left it alone. Even after he did his second, third, fourth, whatever video it was, I never replied to it because I'm just ignoring him. He's right.
And
I
don't
did
know.
not reply to the video he posted because I'm ignoring him. It isn't because
That's
I'm
right.
afraid of anybody finding anything out because I've already put it all out there. It's just I'm not going to feed this anymore.
No,
So with
That's
that
right.
being said, we're going to drop this subject. We're just not going to talk about it anymore. We're not going to deal with it. It doesn't exist. We're done with it. And we're going to go
All
on
right,
with tonight's show.
Can
Go
I just
ahead,
say one
Jay.
more thing? Can I
Okay.
just say one more thing? If you speak my name, you call on the inevitable.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
with that being said,
Okay,
we're going to
Darth
let the
Revan.
show start off with John from Star Wars Dad. He has got an announcement from last night that he's going to pull over to tonight for those that weren't here last night to hear this. And it is a pretty good idea. And he found out something tonight that's pretty interesting that kind of blew my mind. That is going to happen with the video we did last night. I'll let him tell everybody about it. John?
John.
Unfortunately,
John?
John, Mr. Star Wars Dad. I see.
John?
I think he's taking the loop.
I think he's cooking.
It's okay.
Yeah.
John!
I can cook and talk to you guys. I don't know why he can't. I mean,
It's okay.
So
It's
really
okay.
quick, really quick while we're waiting for John. The information he told me tonight, World Class Bullshitters is 100% behind his idea. And the video I did last night, World Class Bullshitters, is going to post on his channel.
Oh,
Nice.
good.
So,
Good.
and that blew my mind. Yeah,
Is it-
that
is
really
this- is
blew
this
my
about the
mind.
cruise?
Yes, it's about the cruise.
Okay,
Nice.
then.
That's gonna be
I'm-
awesome.
I know.
Yeah, I'm totally in. That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah,
We
and it's-
all
You know, hey, you know
we
what?
all
You
have to dress as
remember my
Jedi.
idea? You were-
Forgive me for interrupting. Is it okay if I have my camera on showing me?
oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't. I
I
put
think-
myself on camera enough on TikTok during the day over here. I don't have
I
to.
take
So
my face
Okay.
off 'cause people
Because
say-
I'm not afraid to show my face. I just wonder, if this is
yeah,
a stream where everyone needs to have their icons visible or not. Is all.
no, it's your choice.
Okay.
It is your choice. I sometimes have mine up, sometimes I don't. But tonight I look like I've been run over by a Mack truck, so no.
Well,
Well, you said it, not me.
That's why.
Yes, I did.
we should all dress like Jedi on the cruise.
In a way, I'm kind of already dressed like a Jedi. I'm wearing my bathrobe, and I have a hooded.
Awesome. I should join you in a minute.
I'm not. I'm wearing
Keep your
sweats.
hoodie on.
Oh,
Keep your hoodie on.
I'm wearing sweats. There you go.
John, are you back?
John. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna text him and see where the heck he's at.
Okay.
Oh, this is funny. This is
So
too
anyway,
funny.
as long as we've got this isn't dead air because I'm not gonna let it be dead. Anyway, so today we had that. We found that the SJWs found out John Wayne is an alpha male. Yeah, guys, I guess that kind of shocks you, isn't it? I mean, these SJW beta males are the only people I've ever heard of that go to Playboy to read the articles. I mean, think about that, you guys. Think about that. Isn't that just like anyway? And and the SJW feminazis are now attacking the two king feminazis, the wards, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's
Yeah, I mean, it is ridiculous that they, talk bad about John Wayne. I mean, bad enough the guy's a great actor who, is, passed away.
Yeah.
But, this is just ridiculous. Apparently the dead can't even get peace because of these morons. They bashed Stan Lee after he passes, and now they're bashing John Wayne? What the hell?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I tell you right now, John Wayne, like Stephanie earlier mentioned in T Grove's live earlier, and catch her as well, T Grove. Guys, Stephanie was right. That is a man's man. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to sardine us, real men, into this can and ship us out to wherever they can. So that way the social justice warriors, SJW, suckers, gestures and wimps, which is exactly what SJW stands for. These guys want to come out here and ruin everything that was built. So they don't respect foundation, which is totally wrong. And that's what's happening in this era.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So really quick to answer the question in the chat. Yes, we can have both Jedi and Sith. That's what makes it the Star Wars community, guys. So yes, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. John.
We even got an assassin here. So.
Yep. John.
Assassin.
Now that you are back, I gave everybody a little tidbit of the information about the cruise situation you're going to talk about, and told them a little bit about what's going on with Mad Talk, which you can or not Mad Talk, but World Class Bullshitters. You can fill them in on that conversation part of it and let everybody know what's going on with that in the video from last night.
All right. With everybody watching, we are planning to have a Phantom Menace cruise. And with that being said, we're talking YouTubers, we're talking fans, and we're talking Star Wars fans, all three of us.
Yeah.
And if I've already contacted the cruise line itself, and if we book en masse, we can have massive discounts. And they've already said that they would give us a banquet room to be able to set up in. So all the YouTubers, we can set up either booths, tables, you name it, but we can actually have meet and greets with our fans. We can have meet and greets with just Star Wars fans, and we can set up different activities throughout the entire cruise. And
well,
this
actually, John, this actually kind of got me going because remember when I said we should do a YouTubers convention?
Yes.
Of Star Wars YouTubers, like the
Yes.
Phantom Menace YouTubers. That's exactly what this is, except it's
Exactly.
on boat. And
Exactly.
I love it. I'm in. We could do panels.
Yes.
We could have, like, if Jesse comes and a couple other women like Bonnie and everything, we could have a bunch of us talking about women in Star Wars and stuff like that. And, basically, bringing up Reylo and why it's bad and all the rest of that crap,
Well, we could have all sorts of different things. We could have workshops. We, like you said, we could have an hour block of just women alone, that are actual Star Wars fans, where women themselves just get together and discuss anything Star Wars.
Yeah.
We could have.
That sounds awesome.
We could have the best Star Wars costume contest. We could have a scavenger hunt. There's all sorts of things that we could actually do with this and still enjoy the amenities of the cruise itself.
We could all play Star Wars video games together.
Yeah, and we can binge watch in the theater if they have one, episodes 1 through Rogue One. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what about?
Well, maybe Rogue One. I mean, yeah, there were some good things about it, but it's still technically the Disney Star Wars made movie.
But it's the only one they made that was halfway decent. The rest of them,
Yes.
I got a
That's
fire
what I
pit,
say
man.
too.
I got a fire pit.
But yeah, if anybody's wanting information, it's Carnival Cruise Line.
Okay.
It would be out of Mobile, Alabama. It's a 5-day cruise to Cozumel, Mexico. For anybody new that's watching, you do not need a passport for the cruise, but what you do need is your driver's license and a birth certificate. And what the birth certificate's for isn't to be able to get out, into Mexico. It's to be able to clear customs when you actually come off the cruise itself. So
Okay.
it's something that could be absolutely phenomenal. Carrie, we're talking. I'm looking possibly October for this because
Next October?
probably this coming October.
Yeah, that's what I meant. This
Yeah,
next October,
this-
yeah.
Probably
Wow.
this coming October. And what's nice about it, when you book the cruise, you do not have to put the entire amount down that you are going to pay for the cruise. You put a deposit down, and then you can pay on that deposit over time up until the day that you actually sail from the ship. So, but I will warn everybody, there are hidden costs, because just because the cruise says it's $280 for the cruise, there's a lot of expenses that go along with it, because you got to pay the fare for the cruise, then you have to pay what's called your gratuities. And for a 5-day cruise, that comes out to about $118.
Well, of course, you got your flight, which I'd have to take. You know, I'd have to fly. Yeah.
But like I told Bonnie and others that live, you know, fairly close to me, you know, if y'all want to drive down here to Panama City, stay with me the night before, and then I can drive from here the day of, because it's only 2.5, 3 hours to Mobile.
Yeah.
And that way I can cover the cost of parking, because it's $100 parking there at the cruise line.
I'm taking a plane. I'm not doing $100.
Can we bring? Are we allowed to bring our sabers?
Yes. If it will fit into a suitcase, yes.
Yeah, let's have a workshop where we duel. Yeah, baby.
All right. We'll get somebody that. Oh God, Jesse could teach it, since she's a fencing. Since she's a fencing referee, she can actually teach it.
Yes, that would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome.
She has to come. I swear to God, I think she and I probably get thrown off the ship.
You know something? I could see that, though. I really could. I could see that.
We have to swim back to Mobile.
I can definitely see that. But I'll tell you, you know, and this gives a chance for a lot of people out there to, you know, mark something off their bucket list that they've never done, you know, which would be travel outside the country and to be able to actually step foot into Mexico, in Cozumel. And I'll tell you now, anybody that steps foot in Cozumel, you'll love it. It is so beautiful. I mean,
well, I'm so jealous. I'm really jealous.
You know, John, my brother was there when you were there.
Really?
He just got back. And so, you know, they stayed at a resort.
Yeah.
So I was getting pictures of, let's see, large iguanas. He was threatening to bring one home to us. I was like, we can't. They're cute, but I don't want one. And peacocks and everything. But they had a blast. So
right.
Yeah, they went out, you know, snorkeling and doing all the rest of that stuff, and you know, they have fun down there. Now, I've never been there. I'm kind of cautious about it. You know, to me, Mexico's a little bit, you know, I mean, it's a step or two higher than Baghdad, but you know what I'm saying?
Well, see, the cruise it's got 2 stops. The first stop is scary as hell. You don't want to go anywhere past like where the boat pulls in. You can do your shopping and everything and then get back on the boat. But Cozumel just so I mean, it's just a small island, and you can get out, you can do your snorkeling or scuba diving or go see some ruins or something, but it's really, really, really small, and everywhere you go, you feel very protected, because they got the Mexican guard out there carrying A4s everywhere that you go around there, and they will shoot somebody on the spot. So I mean, you're pretty well protected in Cozumel.
Yeah. Well, if I do this, and I think I probably will, my husband I know won't come with me. And
I would love that, because your husband and I'd probably be up your husband all day. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, and he would probably.
No way, neophobic. You okay there?
Yes.
No way, the gates.
It must have fallen off the tripod.
Yeah.
No, the camera just fall down. I don't know why.
But it happens to me all the time. If you got it on a tripod, that means that the that rubber stuff that's supposed to hold it down and shit, it's wasting. So what you do is you get yourself a rubber band and just set it on there, and it'll sit comfortably on it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
I have to.
So, guys, really fast. Yesterday, after we did all of the live streams and everything, I threw up a video that I did on TikTok. There is a 13-year-old girl who ran away. She has heart problems. She's had heart surgery for 4 holes in her heart. She is 13, but she has the mind of like a much younger child. And her mom and her sister are searching for her. She lives in Ohio. The video's up on my page. Jay's also got some information, and Stephanie and all of us, because I sent the flyer to all of them with her picture on it. Check that out, please. And if you have like YouTube, you have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, any of that stuff, please get with one of us to get a copy of that photo and put it out there so we can try to get this little girl home, so something bad does not happen to her.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I already shared it. I will share it again.
Okay. And I did post it on my Twitter as well. She does have a tattoo of a heartbeat, like off from the readout off the EKG machine on the inside of her right forearm. And I posted that along with the picture of her. So that way you'll be able to tell that it's her. So please help us keep an eye out for her.
And on tonight, and tonight on my live, I'm gonna show you the pictures of her so you guys can get a recognition on her at 9 p.m. I'll do that like every 20 minutes within the live, so that way you guys can get a good picture of her. Sorry, Bonnie.
That's okay. Thank you, Jay. The thing is with this girl is that she hurts herself. She's only been out of the hospital 3 weeks from trying to commit suicide with an overdose. So we've got to try to find her as quickly as we can to get her home.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much. I don't know how much good I'll be able to do from here in Scranton, PA, but I will do my best with the Twitter thing.
Okay. Yeah, I've also got it up on my Twitter, and her friends from school said the 3 places she's continually mentioned to them was Florida, Texas, and West Virginia. So there is somebody that drove from Ohio and is on his way to Florida on I-75, checking every truck stop, restaurant that he can think of to show her picture and give it to people to get out there. So and that way they can try to keep an eye out for her as well. So we're not exactly sure where she is or if she's even left Ohio yet. So we just want to get that out there and bring her home as safely as possible. So, but I wanted to thank you all for listening to that and helping wherever you can with that one.
Hey, no problemo. You got to do what you got to do.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Nico Blue, to answer your question, my favorite Jedi is Mace Windu.
Yeah.
Mine is Luke and Darth Vader.
There you go.
I have a Jedi.
I think Luke is my #1 favorite because he was the first to, not only be for us to be introduced to, but also the first that actually broke away from the old Jedi ways.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's Obi-Wan. Then there's Mace Windu. No, not Mace Windu. Qui-Gon Jinn. That's what I meant to say.
I love Mace Windu. I love Mace Windu because he can tap into the dark side and use it as well with the light side, and he has created his own fucking saber. How do you say form? I'm sorry, Steph.
The pod. And nothing against that, except that's exactly what got the Jedi Order extinct because, he didn't exactly, he was trying to kill Palpatine when he should have adhered to the Jedi way of non-killing.
My favorite's got to be Qui-Gon.
While we do have everyone.
And then Anakin.
Qui-Gon and Anakin.
Guys, hold up one quick second. I want to say hi to the Imperial Academy. Thank you for coming to the show. It is the first time I've seen you here. And Prime Geek Collectors, thank you for coming. It's the first time I have seen you here. And welcome.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Really quick, we're going to let Steph talk about her favorite, and then we're going to let Noe and then John.
All right. My favorite's got to be Qui-Gon Jinn because he kind of was the alpha in the whole thing, and I never quite got alpha from Obi-Wan at all, and Luke, because A, he was the first Jedi we actually were really introduced to. B, we traveled on the road with him, and he was the first one we knew. And I also have a thing for Anakin. I like Anakin. I'm gonna prequel haters bite me. I think Hayden Christensen did a great job. And the character was a good character, and I kind of understand where he came from. So, those are my 3 favorites.
Cool.
Right there. But I still love Han the most. So there you go.
Yeah. No way. Before
Yeah.
you answer the question about your favorite Jedi, Prime Geek Collectors wants to know what is your time zone for the giveaway.
Yeah, I just posted for Prime Geek collectors and everyone who likes to know. I do a big giveaway celebration live stream for my 100 subscribers, and I posted just now my Twitter link at Kia Miner. Please follow the last Twitters. I give away fully designed, personal designed, or individually designed and professionally built website, sales worth $1,200 by doing a very good tombola. So stay connected. You will get the information about that, and I have 2 votes out there for time and date and day. So vote for time and day, please, if you like to be part of it. Okay.
Okay, now who is your favorite Jedi?
My favorite Jedi, actually, it's Faye, the Jedi Master Faye, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, because especially Obi-Wan Kenobi, because he's always a very calm and wise person, and he can fight awesome. It's an awesome fighter. So that's why I love him.
John.
All right. My favorite Jedi of all time, of course, is Qui-Gon Jinn. But if we go Sith, my favorite Sith is definitely Darth Bane. Darth Bane instituted the rule of 2, and that's where everything rolled down from. Plus, his living armor was pretty darn cool. But with that being said, something else about this cruise. Something Bonnie and I both have talked about, and Stephanie, I'm going to put you in charge of this. Something we want to do is raise funds. We want to reach out and find 2 needy children that are Star Wars fans and be able to give them and their family a cruise.
All right. Okay.
That sounds very nice.
You want? Okay. All right.
And not only that, we want to be able to raise enough funds for 2 families, and we want to be able to give Craig a cruise too.
All right.
Very nice.
I can do. I mean, well, I have to do some.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I got 2 things to ask all of you, if that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but really quick, guys, we've got like 20 people watching and only 11 thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up, sub to each other's channels, and support each other on here. Please, please, please do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really jealous because I cannot be with you on a cruise because I'm in Austria, and Mexico. To go to Mexico is a little hard to do.
Yeah.
For a trip, you know.
Yeah.
But I will support your ideas as much as I can.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. But I think it would be absolutely amazing if we could help 2 needy children and their families, and to be able to give Craig a cruise at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna go about this. If I'm the one you want to do this, but I'll do it. I just have to do some research.
Well, we'll all help you, but with as much that's been brought up about possible people leaking funds here and there, you know, a lot of people helped me, you know, through the hurricane, and people have helped Bonnie. So Bonnie and I both have agreed to step away from it and actually let someone else, you know, handle the funds. You know, we'll help with the fundraising.
Yeah.
But for someone else to actually take over the funds themselves, because that way, you know, no one can lay blame anywhere.
And with John saying that, for those of you who have just come into the chat, I have asked everybody that is been on my side, supported me through this situation with what's going on with Ron Navy's channel. Please do not go over there, leave any comments or anything on any future or any present videos he has posted about me, about Jay, about anybody. We're not going to feed into him. We're going to act like he's not there. So for me, please do not go over there. We're going to continue what we've done here. We've done a good thing. We've supported each other. We've helped each other, and we're going to keep doing that. That is the best way to just make him go away. So
ignore him and you won't get any subs.
Exactly. Make sure everybody that you talk to that's been in our group and knows the situation, ask them not to go over there and say anything to Ron at all. Just act like he is not there. Please and thank you. And that's it. We're not going to talk about it anymore.
And don't forget.
Okay, so who goes next?
No way, you started to say something first.
I asked about which Ron we talk.
It's Ron Navy. It's the one with the Yoda picture on his thing. For anybody who has seen it. Jay, go ahead.
Oh, no, I just want to say, just everybody, make sure tonight, if you're looking for some Star Wars interaction over live, come over to my channel at 9 p.m. And I'm gonna have myself along with you guys, my very first Star Wars live, no guest on the panel, just me and you guys. I'll be reading your how do you say, your comments, and we're gonna interact. I've got a lot of stuff for you guys tonight, and I'm going to be putting up the picture of the missing girl, and we're gonna be talking more about the cruise because that's what's going on, man. Shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys.
And John, aren't you going live tonight too?
Yes, I'm going live tonight at 9 Central Time. We'll be talking first about upcoming Star Wars TV shows that Lucasfilm's talking about. We'll be discussing, oh my God, I can't believe there's even a rumor they might make a Rose Tico show, but we'll be discussing that.
You know what I think about that, right?
Oh man, what's going on?
Can I explain this? Here's the deal.
Yes, please.
If you follow Star Wars UK and Mark Hamill and Anthony Daniels, they're getting ready to drop a teaser sometime very soon. It sounds like. Now we know Carrie Hart was fired. Not. I want to go be a mentor for cats, which is basically what she's doing because she's mentoring interns, which is you might as well be a cat herder. You know, and it's a step down. I don't care what anyone says. It's a step down. You got Rian Johnson denying that he wants to walk away from his trilogy, and then Grace Randolph saying he does want to walk away from his trilogy. Disney doesn't like any of his ideas, and he doesn't like the backlash. All right? So basically someone put that out there to see how we'd react, okay? You know, and the whole internet went, da, da, da. You know, having bonfires and shit. We were so happy. So anyway, then you got, and I'm going to say this. The stuff going on with that Ward interview that Ethan did is not attached. John Campea disappears. He is not on Twitter. He has not posted any videos. What the hell is going on? He went the moment those rumors came out, he was going, oh my God, I can't believe you'd even want to do a Star Wars movie after the way you've been treated, Ryan. You know, and saying just horrible things about the fans. Now he's gone.
Wow.
If you want to talk about BS, I saw a article on CBR earlier today about someone saying that Rian Johnson is the savior of Star Wars, and I made a video posting, with my 2 cents on the matter.
All right. Here's my theory. Those rumors about Rose Tico TV shows are from what's left of Kathleen Kennedy's cabal and people that like Rian Johnson trying to basically, I'm eating pepperoni right now. Basically doing the scorched earth policy. This is the thing. If we can't have it, you can't have it. You understand?
Yeah.
With Pablo Hidalgo's wife coming in and defending him and then getting curb stomped and then him white knighting her. It's like, And also, you got to add to the timeline. His freakout has been going on for over a week. What is going on? I think this is what's going on. I think Disney's getting ready to dump everybody because they know those people are not helping them and JJ fix Star Wars. JJ knows what's going on. You know, he might not be, you know, Ridley Scott or, you know, his idol, Steven Spielberg, but at least I believe he's a fan. Because I know one thing, he hates Ryan Johnson's guts, and he hates Kathleen Kennedy.
We
He
definitely
hates Kathleen Kennedy.
But the problem
You know.
is what's going on over at Marvel. Nothing surprises me with Disney anymore. Nothing.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And you know, my here's the thing you got to remember: that Bob Iger last September saying, you know, it's my fault. We went too fast. We're going to slow down. We're not going to do any more movies. Episode 9 is the only feature film we're working on right now. And basically, and this is the key. And you know who I'm going to talk about right now? You know who I'm talking about, right, Bonnie?
Yeah.
They took
Yeah.
all of Kennedy's projects off the shelf, except for episode 9. They took it away from her and gave it to JJ. JJ's basically ipso facto running Lucasfilm right now. You know, if you think about it, you know, he says he doesn't want to do it, but I also know he never got along with Carrie Hart or the story group. Carrie Hart's gone. Her little acolyte, Rain Roberts, deleted all of her tweets except for 2. She's basically off Twitter. She hasn't been on Twitter for over a week. You know, there's something going on. And I think we're going to, I honestly think that there's something, they're making personnel changes long before episode 9, maybe even before Celebration, because they don't want those people around anymore because they're hurting what's happening. And I'll tell you something, you know, if it doesn't make $1 billion, it hurts Kathleen Kennedy. She's gone anyway, regardless. I don't care what anyone says. She's gone anyway. If it doesn't make $1 billion, it hurts Bob Iger. And if it hurts Bob Iger, he doesn't want it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's
right.
what I think is going on.
Well,
And
let me ask you this much, Steph. Do you think Bob Iger buys into all this identity politics BS?
I know
I
he doesn't.
want to say something
I know
about
he
this.
doesn't.
I want to say something about this. I did a little research the last week to see reactions of of fans who are really close to Marvel and all that stuff. And I found out that some of the fans are talking about that the patriarchy is over and they want to bring matriarchy. It's time for matriarchy. And what we are facing, in my opinion, after researching this, there is a group of females in Hollywood which gathered the last years, and they really believe they can bring up the matriarchat, the matriarchy, and it's time for it. And that's what we're facing, and that declares the strange reactions of the people.
Well, yeah, and
Really
I don't
quick,
know.
guys, Prime Geek Collector said that Jeremy was being harassed and threatened to be punched by CJ Hogan, who is friends with Brian Young.
I did a video on
Right.
that. Go watch it.
Anyone tries to take a swing at Jeremy, they're going to find themselves flat on their asses.
Yeah, well, I did a video on that. I mean, CJ Hogan, and there's a couple other guys that were threatening him too on that Twitter stream, and I got screenshots. I've learned one thing: screen shoot everything, everything.
I don't know how to screen shoot, and I don't even have an Android.
Well, no, I don't
There's
have
a
an
tool
Android. I have
outside, you can download it.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. It's called snipping tool for Windows. You install the snipping tool and then you can screenshot everything by 2 clicks.
Best I can do is on a
So-
computer, hit the print screen, or it basically copies what's on the entire computer screen.
Yeah,
and then,
that's right.
Yeah, then do it.
There's
Then
nothing
do
wrong
it
with
if
that.
you have to do it
that.
that way.
But
do it that way.
Stephanie, I know you've heard the same rumors I have, though, that the Illuminati themselves, that the inner circle of the Illuminati actually come out of Disney itself. Do you think that's true?
Yep, all of it.
You know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist,
Mm.
and you know, so I mean, I'm sorry, but there's a reason why Han Solo is my favorite character.
Right.
I need more information. You know,
You
why,
know,
why you know what I'm saying? It's here's the deal. I worked in DC for long enough to see the people in power, and it's simpler than you think it is. The only person that I don't trust that I think is actually and is attached to some sort of global network of weirdos is George Soros. I mean,
Yes.
you know, which I look at it. I mean, my brother-in-law gave him a code name of Blofeld. Think about it. You know, think about it. He's Blofeld, and you know, my thing is this. Yes, there are a bunch of wealthy billionaires who don't want to give up power. They don't want to have everyone have an opportunity to be like a Steve Jobs or a Howard Schultz or whatever. They're very they don't want nouveau riche around. They don't want us dirty little, petit bourgeois wandering around with money and power. And they don't like it that we can arm ourselves, that we can say what we want, that we're protected by a constitution, that someday we could come up with a widget and make as much money or actually make more and be more powerful than them. And I do believe there's a cabal, but as far as Illuminati, I need more information. You know, the EU to me is as close as you'll get to something like that. And from what I can tell, next May you're going to watch the EU crash and burn into the molten hot lava. It really, I'm not kidding.
I want to say something about this because I'm a very spiritual guy, and I studied all this stuff nearly for 40 years now. I'm in the Chi work with martial arts since 35 years, and I by myself I am in an order, or I was in an order, which is not a Freemasonry order, but I gathered some information about this, and I moved out of the order because some of the ethics doesn't fit my worldview, so I stepped back from that. But I learned a lot, and I want to tell you this: there is not one line of Freemasonry, and it's true that the Freemasons and some groups are gathering very powerful people for their worldview, for supporting their worldview. And if you look into it, there are a lot Freemasons out there. The whole British High House and the Queen and all these people are in fact Freemasons. A lot of them are Templars, and they see us. Some of these very, very high-ranking people see us normal people as not intelligent and not enlightened enough to care for themselves or do the right decisions, and that's the truth. It's not a. That's not.
It's all true. All of it. It's all true, man. And it's being exposed right now.
True. I mean, if you look at Hillary Clinton, the way she talks about people, you know, I'm a college graduate. I'm a woman. I took care of myself long before I ever met my husband, right? Met my husband, decided to give up my career and just chillax and be married, military life. Apparently, getting honors, at least one semester as an honors student, living in Germany, in Berlin, doing all these things I've gone through. I'm apparently too stupid to have done that, right? That's the thing. There are women, there are people out there, not just women, who honestly believe because they were born in a certain place, and it's the idea of the aristocracy, and this is the thing that America, in a revolution, defeated. If you ever look, I mean, here's an example. You look at the way the French aristocracy dressed, and the French, well-to-do people dressed, compared to the way the American well-to-do people dressed. We wore simple clothes. We did not wear these outlandish silky garments, and the guys didn't, run around worrying about showing off their calves like weirdos in high heels. That was America. It was this sort of bare knuckle, this is who we are, have fun, go deal with it. And they don't like that. They don't like that because it's too real. And I'm not sure if it has anything to do with a so-called New World Order, but it has something to do with an intellectual idea that because of where they were born, and Hillary was born very well-to-do, and and the rest of these people were born very well-to-do, Barack Obama too, that they are better and more adept at taking care of us than we are ourselves. They don't understand that people, even in Europe, should be like, get your nose out of my business. I can choose my doctor. I can choose what job I want. I can go to what, that's it's just, to me, it's just a way to herd people, and
right.
it's, I don't know.
Oh,
What?
God, I love this comment. Oh, Kathleen Kennedy, let me watch this live stream or I'll go get daddy's belt.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Love it.
Oh, yeah. Or
Huh.
as Mark with the C likes to say, go get Auntie's belt when he's talking to me. Go get Auntie's belt.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, it is almost 8:00. So we are going to have to get ready to end this live stream 7 o'clock, so I can get my husband's dinner done and get him ready for work. So before we go, anybody have any last thoughts, starting with John?
All right. Like I said, I will be on tonight, 9 p.m. Central, guys. We'll be talking about Star Wars shows tonight, and I will be giving more information about this Phantom Menace cruise if you want to come check me out tonight. We will be leaving all the financials to Stephanie. We love you, Stephanie, and I'm sorry to burden you with this. I really am.
Thank you.
Um,
Remind me, I'm going to push you over the side of the boat.
I'll tell you what, first drinks on me, okay? So
All right.
I promise you that. First drinks on me. But, if everybody is very, very interested in this cruise, spread it around to the fans, spread it around to different YouTubers. Let's get as big of a following together for this cruise that we can, because the more people we get together, the cheaper the prices that I can get for everyone. So
Really quick, I want to throw out there too. John and I talked about this yesterday. For those of you that saw John Talks when I was on there, and I told everybody my story and seen it on my page. Yes, I am a recovering alcoholic and an addict. But with that being said, that does not mean people that are around me cannot drink. I don't have a problem with being around alcohol. I just don't drink it anymore. So when we get on this cruise and you guys are drinking, don't feel like you have to stay away from me because you're drinking, because I can handle that. I've got no problem with that. I'm good. So I just want to put that out there for everybody, because John asked me about it yesterday. So I'm okay. I can be around it. I just don't drink it anymore. That's my choice to keep myself out of trouble.
And for everyone that's here in the Southeast, I'm putting the invitation out to everyone, the night before the cruise. If everybody wants to come to my place and crash the night before, I will drive that day to Mobile, because it's only 2.5, 3 hours from where I live. So Boxing Jedi Tavern, he lives down in Melbourne. You could drive up to my place the day before, and we head out from my place the next day. Anybody down here in the Southeast, if they want to do that, that's great. I can house you, and we can leave the next day. That way, everybody's not having to pay $100 for parking. And try to make this, as easy on the budget as possible for everybody. But this way, at the same time, we can all have an amazing time while doing it. Something I'm going to try to negotiate is internet prices, because it's $10 a day to have internet aboard the ship. But if we mass book, I can, negotiate prices for that, so that we all can have massive live streams while aboard the ship also. This can just be a wonderful experience for each and every one of us.
Yeah, I think
I
it'll be
agree.
great.
I agree. That's gonna be awesome. Hey, John, you're going live tonight at 9?
Yeah.
Okay. How long will you be? Then I'll go on after you.
Probably an hour, but I think we're in different time zones because I'm central.
Yeah, he's in the Panhandle.
Yeah.
Oh, I
you
see.
can
I
go.
see. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, John, you want to promote your channel really quick?
Sure. Guys, I am the Star Wars dad. I cover a lot of Star Wars topics, but also I cover a lot of politics too. And I do a show every Sunday called Parenting in an SJW World. It's pretty powerful. Every Sunday, I try to have a different guest on, and I always like having a different opinion than mine. I love bringing a liberal on and actually listening to their opinions about things, because if we're stuck in a vacuum, we're not getting anywhere. So check that out also. For everyone that is a parent, you know, we cover tough topics from gender politics with children to if we should let our children fail, to, you know, one topic after another.
I am making homemade vegetable soup.
Nice.
That sounds good.
That's hearty.
I just got done eating pizza, so.
And Mega Jetty, you can ask your 2 questions in just 1 second. I'm going to let everybody kind of go down the panel, give their last thoughts, and talk about the channel, and I'll let you ask your questions when I get to you.
Okay, sure thing.
Jay. Yes, guys, please make sure you mention the time zones, because some people are like out of our time zone. That way they can figure the time zones in.
Definitely. What's up, Jedi and Sith? I'm Jay Cotto from the Boxing and Jedi's Temple, and I do a lot of Star Wars content as well as boxing content and collectibles and dioramas. So tonight at 9 p.m., I'll be with the live, and we'll be doing Star Wars. It'll be my first Star Wars live, guys. And peace to everybody in the panel, in the comment section. Love you guys. Star Wars forever.
Yes.
So Maze just said I'm making fried pork asshole for dinner.
That's really gross.
Holy shit.
No.
Okay, Steph, your turn.
My turn. All right.
Chewbacca should be eating that pork.
This is Stephanie
Okay,
Janicek.
Steph.
This is Stephanie Janicek from the Smuggler's Cantina.
Ooh.
You know my cantina. You know the rules. Stop the Wookiees, whether they're bartending or bouncing, because you know what happens. And I don't do any live streams like these guys do yet on Hangouts. I'm still trying to figure it out. But there's some recent videos up, so if you want to go catch them, be there, because I do some ranting. All right, and apparently people like them. Especially,
we love them.
I'm going to give Swede a dip. Swede likes them a lot.
Oh.
Wow, Stig, are you out
not
there?
here right now. Okay, no way, your turn.
I know where they come from.
Okay, I like to declare something. My channel is very, very young. I started with videos at 16th January, and I still have something to learn, but I just have a plan what to do. The next series I will do is real life force training for enhancement of the health and truly gathering some power out of it. This force training is developed by myself. I studied this Qi and all that stuff by myself for 35 years, and I found some very good keys you will not find anywhere else, not even in a Shaolin monastery. I guarantee you this. Yeah, I'm doing videos about Star Wars mostly. I do fun stuff about movies, and I don't think about me like as a political guy, but I talk about political views. For me, as a spiritual guy, I try to stay neutral and watch what's happening, but surely I have my opinions, and I talk about my opinions. So would be nice to find some guys of you in my channel, and please, again, subscribe to my Twitter. It's Kia Miner, I will post it again. The third last Twitter posting of today is the rules for the tombola of my 100 YouTuber subscribing as 100 YouTuber subscribes celebration. The giveaway is a $1,200 worthy website made by me. We can talk about how to do this then. This is my Twitter, and follow me so you know which date and which time we do it. Okay, thank you very much.
Mega Jetty, thank you for putting Mary's link down below. You go ahead with your questions and go ahead and talk about your channel a little bit.
Okay, well, first I'll get the channel bit out of the way. Hello, everyone. I am Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jetty 1, and you can bet on that. I often like to talk about a variety of things, my likes, my dislikes. Sometimes I'll cover some movies that are not covered as much, like, for example, Double Impact, the Jean-Claude Van Damme film from the early 90s. You know, underrated movies that, you know, don't have much reviews on YouTube, so I may do some reviews like that every now and then in case, you know, anyone wants to check them out. You know, I do a variety of different things, you know. And now, on to my questions. First off, what is everyone's opinion on the whole Disney rewriting how lightsaber crystals are? Because I know originally there were different types of crystals, but now it's like all lightsabers are now labeled kyber crystals.
Let's stop right there because I will get pissed off and I will rant for the next 3 hours.
Well,
you know what? I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it down for tonight's topic as well on my channel. So yeah, we'll hit that. That's a good one. Thank you, Mega Jetty. Can I use that? Can I use that for tonight?
He's is in the chat here, and him and I both. We have long discussions about this, and this is the one thing that pisses me off most about Disney canon now is how they have changed everything about lightsaber lore. So I will not touch this. I will rant for the next 3-4 hours about this. So we will.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
not
guys.
touching it either.
Hey guys, I want to jump in real quick. Ethan Van Sciver on Twitter just announced that he was sadly blocked by Pablo Hidalgo, and he's trying to put how he feels into a song.
Brain Hidalgo.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
All right. I gotta have a moment. Oh my god, that's so freaking funny.
Well, then,
yeah.
On to the second question then. In light of this whole changing of lightsaber crystal lore and all that, there is a theory now that because Luke could not create his own lightsaber crystal artificially, his green lightsaber from Return of the Jedi was actually the Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber crystal. What are your opinions on that?
It's been canonized now.
It has been canonized?
Has been canonized.
Okay. What is
my
your
thought
opinion
on
on
that
that, despite the whole different crystals being made the same type?
My whole thought on that is they can kiss off.
Well, by the
What they've made canon, it's not canon to me.
Yeah, by the EU standard, Luke Skywalker had a synthetic Sith crystal that he meditated over for 30 days. And when he actually put it into his green saber, he was afraid that when he lit the lightsaber is going to be a crimson blade. But he turned that crystal, and when he lit his saber, it was a green blade. But he meditated over that crystal for 30 days. All he had was R2 to keep him company. And don't even get me started, because even by canon, Mace Windu's crystal is not a kyber crystal. It was gifted to him. It's a stone, but it is not a kyber crystal.
The thing that gets me, guys, is check this shit out real fast. You got the kyber crystal, and then you have midi-chlorians. How is it you're taking midi-chlorians in, and then you're gonna replace a lightsaber, and you're gonna just call it a kyber crystal? It was always a kyber crystal, but you're putting that to the forefront. I don't get it. That's all I'm saying.
Something
I
about
don't get it either. I mean, I thought
I have
they
to say,
went and found their kyber crystal and put it in there, and it reflected who the Jedi was, what the Jedi was, you know, green or blue. it reflected who he was. And if there was a Sith, he had to create it his own, right?
Yeah, I just feel like that, Luke, as cool as it would have been for him to create his own, it also kind of has a full circle thing, with the whole Qui-Gon crystal, because, Qui-Gon was essentially, the Maverick Jedi back in episode 1. And then Luke, by Return of the Jedi, he was trying to be a Jedi, but he was trying to be his own Jedi, kind of like, Qui-Gon Jinn was. So I
didn't have anybody to show
about
to teach him otherwise. I mean, he was the only one, except for his father for 5.5 seconds when Dad decided, well, I'm sick of his shit, and he threw him over the side of the guy, into the air shaft and said, "Sayonara, bitch." That. When you look at, I want you guys to remember, when you look at Return of the Jedi, it's not about Luke, it's about Anakin. He's the Jedi that returns, and he returns in that moment. And that's the thing you got to remember. And, but the idea that they're changing what George Lucas put in there, unless he said to do it, I don't get it. This isn't, why change what he wanted to do? What he created. It's not theirs to do that. They don't own it.
Exactly.
Right. I'd like to say something about this.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I found something out. I researched all the cheese stuff for a long time. And what I recognized was, if you look in YouTube, there was about some years ago, you found a lot of new videos about chi users, which have really specific abilities, not only breaking stones but other things, and they are mostly out of the Taoist schools, not the Chan Buddhist schools, because the Taoists are a little bit more free to do things, and they use the Yin Chi and the Yang Chi, while the Buddhists only use the Yang Chi because they fear the dark side of the Yin. So, and I recognized that always if those videos come out where the people have more abilities than normal, they somehow are copied and dishonored and falsely remained, or there are made bad commentaries about that always. And this is somehow working together with the time where George Lucas brought in the midichlorians, and the midichlorians are not in line with Obi-Wan's description of what the Force is.
Well, I can actually argue with that one, if that's okay.
Yeah.
When you think about when Qui-Gon mentioned the whole midichlorian thing in episode 1, that was back during a time where the Jedi tried to simplify the Force as a form of science. But then by the original trilogy, Obi-Wan had to get more into the spiritual side of the Force, and that's why he didn't mention midichlorians, because he went beyond the science and saw it more as a sort of space magic.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, he had 19 years to meditate on it and commune with Qui-Gon, and probably doing some sort of Force mind meld with Yoda. That just to me it was George was trying to put, here's the deal. You got religion, you got faith, and you got science. Both can coincide together.
Yes.
He was actually trying to say that. He was trying to say, yes, they can both live together harmoniously.
That's right.
And I gotta say this, there are a lot of people on the left, a lot of people who are atheistic in views, or just, you have to believe in science. It's like, that doesn't have any basis in belief. Science is science. It's about fact. It's about mathematics and biology and astrophysics and stuff. It doesn't, which has theory in it, but it doesn't have anything to do with spirituality and soul. That's where faith comes in, and that's where the Jedi come in. That's where the Force comes in.
Well, I'm glad you say that, Steph, because with everybody watching and everybody on the panel here right now, because anybody truly know how a lightsaber works? Because a lightsaber works by the mix of science and religion and faith of the Jedi. Because anyone that is not a force sensitive person that is trained in the force cannot wield a lightsaber correctly, because that
it should function.
yeah, that crystal is attuned to that user of that lightsaber. That the crystal's attuned to them, and that lightsaber will not react to someone different. I mean, it will react differently to someone that is not attuned with the force. And so,
okay, guys, I know what our topic next week is going to be.
Yeah.
We got to talk about lightsabers next week on Wednesday night show, because I got to get off here and make dinner.
All right, guys,
So,
I got to go too.
So really quick, guys, recap, make sure that you hit the thumbs up, make sure you sub to each other, support each other's channels. Please get with either Stephanie, John, Jay, or myself if you want to get a copy of that picture of the 13-year-old girl who is missing. And we will get it to you, and please put it out on all social media. We need to get it out there and try to get this girl found as quickly and safely as possible. Mary's got a show coming on. I think she said 8 or 8:30 tonight. Please make sure you check that out. Then Jay's going on at 9, and then John is going on 9 Central. So they're not going to cross over. They're like, I think, an hour apart. So that's cool. For those of you who haven't seen the video, please go back and watch it. We did touch on the subject of our Star Wars Phantom Menace cruise that we are trying to plan out. Steph is going to be in charge of the funding for that. We're going to try to raise some money to get 2 children and their parents and their family together and be able to get them on the cruise, as well as getting Craig on the cruise. And all the information is at the beginning of this video. And also World Class Bullshitters is going to be putting out the information on it, because he's 100% behind it. So that's all really good information for us. And the biggest thing of all, make sure everybody touches base with everybody and tells everyone, ignore Ron Navy. We're not going to have any more of this drama with him. Okay, guys, if he wants to say stuff, let him say it. Just leave him alone. I want you to do that for me, please. I know people have been commenting, and I love you for that and trying to protect me, but just let it go, because if we don't, it's never going to stop, and I want it to stop. And this is the only way to stop it, is to just not acknowledge it. So please, 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 for me, just let it go. For all of you that just jumped in here, Drunk 3PO, Jay, Jack, Mary, Caitlin, Flip, guys, please go back and watch the beginning of this to get the info on that cruise that we were just talking about and some other information. And when Jay does his live stream tonight, he is going to be putting up the pictures of that 13-year-old girl who is missing. It's a bad situation. She ran away at 11 o'clock on Friday night from her brother's. Last anyone heard from her was 1 o'clock Saturday morning. She has heart problems. She is suicidal, and she's completely off the grid. And they're at their wits' ends trying to find this girl and get her home. She does have mental issues. She doesn't think like a normal 13-year-old because she lost oxygen to her brain. So she thinks like a much younger child. So she definitely needs help getting home. So we need to do this for that family, please. So everybody have a good night. Make sure you guys all hit everybody's channels tonight for the shows that are on. Caitlin, I don't know if she's okay or not. She does have heart problems, and she does not have her medication with her. They're believing she's a runaway because she left the key inside the house and locked the door when she left, and nobody has heard from her since. So and when I get more information, I will let everybody know. The beginning, everybody thought she met somebody on TikTok and took off with them. Now they're saying they don't know. She has accounts on all the social media, but she doesn't just have one. She has multiple accounts under multiple names. So they're sifting through everything to try to pinpoint something that will lead them in the direction of where she is. The only thing that they do have to go on is a couple friends from school said she mentioned going to Florida, West Virginia, or Texas. But that's just hearsay, basically. They don't know for sure all the information on that. So as I get information, I will feed it to you guys. I'm keeping it on my Facebook, my Twitter. I'm putting it out on YouTube, whatever information I can. I do have a short video up with her picture on it on a flyer. And I've got it on my Instagram. So if you guys see it, just pass it forward and just keep it going until we can find this little girl, please. And you all have a very good night, and I will see you all tomorrow night. And I'm sorry I went on a little early tonight. I normally don't do it till 7, but James had to go to the doctor today, so he didn't do his stream at 6. So I took his slot at 6, but next week we'll be back at 7 because James will be back on with painting at 6.
Which I
so
can't
make
wait
sure you
for.
guys, I can't either. So make sure you guys check that out as well. But tomorrow night at 7 p.m., it'll be the Supernatural Talk with Brandon Moist and a few other people. So come check that out. That'll be fun. Mary's definitely going to be on that one with us tomorrow night. So, yes, you guys definitely go check out all the streams going on tonight and have a great night, guys. Love
Thank
you
you
all.
for having me on, Mary.
You rock.
You be
Yeah,
fine.
thanks.
Very much.
Thanks, guys. I'll see
All right,
y'all
see
later.
you all later.
Good night.
All right.
Bye.
Take care.